Now, your eyewitness weather forecast.
6:08 is now the time on this early Friday evening. I'm meteorologist Jordan Reed, tracking an Alberta clipper moving through the area, bringing heavy snow to some of us and wind to all of us. Let's take a live look first, though, at what you can expect through the next couple of days. We'll be seeing a chilly weekend ahead of us, especially as we head through Saturday, when we'll see the snow, the wind, and the cold. So a trifecta of winter there. And it looks like we'll see a few flurries and snow showers, especially on Saturday morning, but some of them could hang around into the afternoon as well. Then it looks like we've got another mixed bag coming our way Sunday night into Monday with both rain and snow showers. And I'll get to that in the 7-day in just a few moments. Let's take a live look first, though, at downtown Utica, where we're currently sitting at 31 degrees with snow, but because of an east-southeasterly wind at 17 miles an hour, that's making it feel like 19. So it looks and feels a lot more like January or February as opposed to March 13th. Temperatures across the area right now are a little bit warm as you go down toward the south. You're on either side of the freezing mark there. And then as you go up toward the north, we've got temperatures in the upper 20s to right around, if not just above 30 degrees. That's also where the steadiest and heaviest snow is falling, according to the radar you can see based on those brighter blues as well as those yellow colors. But you do have some light snow or some flurries the further south. The culprit for all this snow is an Alberta clipper that's currently located over the state of Michigan, at least the center of the area of low pressure is. And we've got a cold front attached to it as well. So that moves through tonight and not only causes the wind to pick up, but it also leaves us with a bit of a chillier Saturday. So because of the snow, we do have winter storm warnings now for northern Oneida County, still Lewis, as well as Herkimer, northern Herkimer, Hamilton counties. That goes until 2 p.m. tomorrow afternoon, and then northern Fulton County is under a winter weather advisory for slightly less snowfall accumulation, but where you are not going to see as much snow, you're going to make up for in terms of the wind. We have wind advisories in effect through various times tomorrow for our counties from the thruway on toward the south for wind gusts at times that could reach or exceed 50 miles an hour. I think most of the day tomorrow we'll have wind gusts in excess of 30 to 40 miles an hour. That'll be the case as we head through the late afternoon, early evening hours. So Futurecast shows us tonight that we'll have some snow, especially the further north that you go. But it looks like we could see a few raindrops mixed in as we head into the valley. I think it will be predominantly snow, though, even there. And it looks like we could see a couple of inches of it. And some of that snow shower activity could impact the parade, which kicks off at 10 a.m. tomorrow, as Thomas just told you before the break. And then it looks like as we head through the afternoon, we will see improving conditions from the valley on toward the south. But a few lake effect and lake enhanced snow showers could hang on as you go further toward the north, where there could be as much as 6 to 10 plus inches of snow still to come between now and tomorrow evening. A little bit less as you head down toward the south, but still it could tack on another few inches. Temperatures overnight tonight in the upper 20s to right around, if not just above 30 degrees, but feeling more like 15 to 20 with that wind. Sunday looking like the better of the two weekend days, even though we'll have a few rain and snow showers, especially late in the day, highs in the 40s. And then Monday will start in the 60s, but it becomes quite windy with rain changing back to snow and then dropping through the 20s. And that'll be the case for St. Patrick's Day with a few snow showers on Tuesday. Thomas, back to you.
Thank you, Jordan. Still to come on...
Now, your eyewitness weather forecast.
11:11 is now the time on this late Friday evening. I'm meteorologist Jordan Reed, tracking some snow and some wind that'll impact the first part of your weekend and may even include the St. Patrick's Day parade. So we've got a chilly weekend on our hands as well, the snow and the wind only adding to that chill. And we'll see some flurries along with that strong wind, especially on Saturday morning, but a couple of flurries and snow showers could hang around into the afternoon, especially the further north that you are, before we see another mixed bag of rain, snow, and some wind as we head through Monday. We'll get to that in the 7-day forecast in just a few moments. Live right now in downtown Utica, we're sitting right at the freezing mark, 32 degrees, with a few snow showers out there. Winds out of the east-southeast at 8 miles an hour, though, making it feel like 25. And that dew point also right at 30 degrees. As you go up toward the north, temperatures generally in the upper 20s to right around, if not just above 30 degrees, and then right around, if not just above the freezing mark from the valley on toward the south. So a little bit warmer there. there. More snow up toward the north. That's where it's a little bit lighter and fluffier. It's a little bit heavier and wetter as you go down toward the south. But we're dealing with basically snow area wide, except for western and central sections of Oneida County, closer toward the Thruway corridor, Route 31, Oneida Lake, I should say, is where we're seeing a couple of raindrops mixed in. But for most of the night, it is going to stay snow. Back toward the west is an area of low pressure and Alberta Clipper, but it's through Georgian Bay and Lake Huron right now, and it's got a cold front associated with it. So toward and after midnight, the cold front itself will move through central New York. That'll cause the winds to pick up. It'll shift direction as well over toward the west, and that wind will be rather blustery as we head through our Saturday. Even though temperatures themselves will be into the lower 30s, a little bit chillier than today, it'll only feel like it's in the teens and 20s for most of the day, and that coupled with more snow. So winter storm warnings continue for northern Oneida, Lewis County, northern Herkimer, all of Hamilton counties. That goes until 2 p.m. tomorrow afternoon. Same for the winter weather advisory for northern Fulton County for a little bit less snow there. And where you won't see as much snow, you will see more wind. So for the counties from the Thruway on toward the south, there's a wind advisory in effect through the day on Saturday for gusts that could reach or exceed 35, 40, maybe even 50 miles an hour out of the west at times. You'll see on our graph model here that the reason why the areas up toward the north aren't going to be included in that is because you're a little bit less likely there to see winds reach or exceed 35 miles an hour, but it'll still be a breezy day there. 35 to 40 again, maybe 50 miles an hour can't be ruled out in that advisory zone. So you'll notice on Futurecast we'll see periods of snow showers through the overnight hours and through the first part of your Saturday morning, but by far the heaviest where you'll see some lake effect and lake enhanced snow will be up toward the north in that warning zone that continues through the afternoon. The best chance of snow there again toward 2 p.m. But a couple of snow showers or flurries still can't be ruled out even as we head toward sunset. And then that'll come to an end tomorrow evening, and it looks like we'll see some clearing skies, allowing temperatures to drop into the teens and 20s. Could be another 1-2 inches from the valley on toward the south, maybe a little bit more like 3 to 6 as you head up toward the north, with high temperatures tomorrow only into the lower, if not the middle 30s, but feeling like the low to mid 20s. So keep that in mind if you're going to be heading out for the St. Patrick's Day parade. And it looks rather active even right through St. Patrick's Day itself, with temperatures getting into the 60s on Monday and falling into the 20s with rain going over to snow, and it's windy too. Thomas, back over to you.
Thank you, Jordan.